each time we meet, when we're doing this type of work, we're going to go through this testing sheet, it's called.
Okay.
These first couple words here, this is like our emotional baggage check. And what I do is I say a word and you tell me the first person or event that pops in for you. This next section here is just feedback numbers. So like, how stressed have you been on a scale of 1 to 10, anxious, like during the week, so that we can kind of track little by little, because sometimes when we start to do this work, it can be hard, right? Like we're digging into our shadows, we're pulling things out, and it can be hard. So I like to just keep track of, how you're feeling, so we can kind of pay attention to these subtle shifts, because sometimes it can feel like, things aren't improving right away. Like even though after a session you're going to feel lighter, you might have these thoughts about things that are coming up, because it's processing, it's moving through you, it's moving out of you. So like as that's happening, we don't want to push it back down. We kind of want to like allow ourselves to feel everything that's coming up around, things that we're doing. But 90% of the time when people get done a session, they are feeling lighter. They are feeling like I want to use the word numb, but not in a bad way.
A bad way.
Right. Like at peace. Mm-hmm. So after that, this is the best part. This next list here is the limiting belief list. So what we do here is muscle test your body to get answers directly from your body on what needs to be healed. So we're going to see what beliefs you're holding. And then when we figure out what beliefs you're holding, you get regressed back to the point where you picked up that belief, so that you can finish processing the emotion. And then we do that by turning it up. And then after you're finished processing the emotion, you're left with these beautiful learnings from your higher self. And these things that come up, they are not always these big traumatic events. Like when people hear trauma, they think, they're these huge events, and it doesn't have to be. Trauma, right. So trauma is anytime we experience that really intense emotion. So it's funny because sometimes when we go back, like with the wisdom and the age that we have now into the mind of our 4-year-old self, like some of the things that we picked up that we're holding this trauma are like really funny. Like, my brother left for college and I was crying under the table because I felt like he left me. And now I have this belief that everybody's going to leave me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then we just finish processing that and we clear it and we feel so much better afterwards. Of course, if there are any big traumas, they will come up. The other part. So if anything comes up where you're feeling like, that inner child is not safe or comfortable, like being left in that situation or event, we can do an inner child healing. And what that means is we kind of go back down into the event, you connect with that inner child, and then it's called spiritual reparenting. Like you'll take time to give that younger version of you all of the love and everything that you felt you needed at that time. And then we can kind of take her with you by like just putting her in your heart and then coming back to now. Do you have any questions so far?
No, that sounds great.
Okay. So this is like a combination of timeline therapy, and it's like more of a guided meditation. I don't like to use hypnosis because people get the impression that they're not in control, but you are in control this whole time. So at some point during this script, so let's say we're working on the belief, I am not good enough. So I would ask you, like once we get you into a relaxed state, I would ask your unconscious mind and your higher self, when did you pick up the belief, I'm not good enough? Was it before, during, or after your birth? So at some point during the session too, I'm just going to have you explore your timeline first, just to get a feel for kind of like how to move across it. Like you don't have to visually see it, but like everybody will feel or experience this in a different way. It can be like floating in the air, floating in the water, or just having a knowing that you're traveling, along your timeline. So I'll tell you to float up above your timeline. So you'll just kind of float right above now. And then I'll just have you go all the way out to the past until you can't go any further. Come back to now. And I'll have you go through the future. You don't have to stop anywhere or see anything, just experiencing it, and come back to now. And then I'll have you float up so high that your timeline looks just 1 inch long and then come back down. So, look at that messed up line. Let's kind of get started with the testing sheet here and we'll see what comes up.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to start with the emotional baggage check. So the first emotion is anger. What is the first person or event that pops in when you hear the word anger? Sadness. Fear or anxiety? You know what? That's
an event would be driving in Philly.
okay. That is scary.
Well, it's a certain event that happened.
Okay. How about hurt? Guilt.
My friends in high school.
Okay. Shame or ashamed?
My friends.
Okay. Grief or grieving?
So I just thought, like with toys, like playing with toys.
Okay.
Which the other day, that's what I cleared the grief with my friends, how they didn't want to play with me. So,
Yeah. How about trauma or abuse? What's the first person or event that pops in when you hear that? Got it. Okay. So now we're going to move into the feedback numbers. So just let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how stressed you have felt this week. 10 would be really, really stressed. 1 would be not so stressed at all.
From just this week?
Yeah,
okay.
Just like an average.
5.
Okay. Anxious?
8.
Depressed?
9. 7.
Okay. Conflict either. Knowing your purpose? And is there anything else you would want to like kind of like look into or monitor together?
Let's see. The only thing that before the conversation, before we went on today,
Yeah.
The word time kept coming to my head.
Okay.
Like if I could just have a easy relationship with time, it would solve a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay.
Time. Like I'm always time. And then the spiritual part of me is like, there is no time.
Yeah, right. That's
But
probably why it's so hard.
Yeah. But then I'm like, yeah, I need time to myself. I need time to cook dinner. There's time. So
yeah, definitely.
understanding time more would help in like every facet of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is hard to like wrap your head around because especially when you're at the point where you are, where it's like, it's an illusion.
Right.
But it's like, but at the same time, I get what you're saying because we can't live in this world unless we can like get on board and figure out how to manage that. So I get it.
Right. Yeah.
I struggle with that in a big way too.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to do the muscle testing. Have you ever muscle tested before?
Oh, every day I muscle test like what I want for dinner.
Oh my God. I love you so much. You're amazing. Okay.
What like my body needs to eat. Like what soup should I make this week? And I'll muscle test. Yeah.
Oh, that's so perfect. Okay. So what type of muscle testing do you do? The finger? Okay.
Fingers.
All right. What I'll do then is give you a belief. So I'm going to give you a phrase to say, and then we're going to see if we get a positive or negative reaction to show us if you're holding the belief or not. All right. So the first belief is I am alone. So muscle test that.
All right. I'm alone. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I am good enough.
I am good enough. I'm strong.
Okay.
Let me see what the-
It is safe to be me.
It's safe to be. So I always like make sure I'm grounded and like planted firmly, and I say it intuitively rather than like out loud. Like I put a block of thought out there
Yeah.
because I feel it more like that. So can you say it again? What is it?
Absolutely. It is safe to be me.
Right. It's safe to be me. No, negative.
Okay. It is safe to relax.
I got negative.
Okay.
No.
I am worthy of love.
Man, right when you think you're doing so much work on your own, and then you go through this list, like, man.
Well, I mean, you're doing good, right? Like, but the work you're doing is just conscious work, right? So all this is living in your subconscious. So once we start bringing all this up and out, you're going to feel even better. But that's good that you already started the process.
Yeah.
It's like your body's ready for it. Yes, right. This is the best healing I have ever had in my life. Like, I've been in talk therapy and you know all these different types of therapy. The amount of healing I got after my first session with this, I was like, holy crap, I need to learn this and I need to share it with people. This is so incredible.
Yeah.
It was like life-changing kind of stuff. It's just incredible. And it's stuff that you can't reach in talk therapy because it's, you know, we're working in the subconscious now. So,
Really cool.
I'm first going to like guide you through a really short meditation. We're going to anchor some safety and then we will kind of get right into the healing. Do you have any? All right, good. So let's just start by taking some deep, full breaths. And as we're breathing in, we want to let your belly fully expand, belly first and then chest. You're going to hold at the top and then blow out through your mouth nice and slow, like you're breathing out through a straw. Making that out breath twice as long as the in breath. So just keeping your eyes closed now, taking those breaths into your belly. Noticing if there's any tension left anywhere in your body. And if there is, just releasing it on the exhale. Being sure to relax your forehead and your jaw. And just allowing your body to become more and more relaxed. Sinking deeper and deeper into the bed. All right, so if I was to ask your conscious mind where your past is and where your future is, I have an idea. You might say it's from left to right, up to down, or in some direction coming from your body. However, it's not your conscious concept that I'm interested in. It's your unconscious. So if I was to ask your unconscious mind where your past is, to what direction would you point? So when I say line, I don't only imply visual, because in a moment I'm just going to ask you to float up above that line. And that can be like floating in the air or floating in the water. However you float above your timeline is perfect. So can I just ask your unconscious mind to imagine floating above your timeline, and let me know when you're above now on your timeline.
Okay. Where's that?
Okay, awesome. So I'd like to ask your unconscious mind to face the past of your timeline and just float all the way out up above your past. Floating all the way out as far as you can go. And just let me know if you notice any colors or anything you see as you float above your past.
I see like my line is red.
Okay.
And I started hitting some fog.
Okay.
Like clouds or fog or something.
Yeah, okay. Good. So
and it's like a struggle.
Okay.
So
just let me know when you feel like you can't go any further.
Yeah, okay. I just did now.
All right, awesome. So I'll just have you turn right back around and face now and just float all the way back to now. And just let me know when you're back.
Okay. It's funny, I got there quicker.
Oh, nice.
Than I going through my past.
Maybe because there was some resistance there. It seemed like there was some resistance.
I definitely felt resistance, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I'm just going to ask your unconscious mind to face the future of your timeline now. So good. Now I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to turn towards the past of your timeline again. Now facing the past, I'm going to ask the first question. So just let me know what drops in for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Is it okay for your unconscious mind for you to release the belief today that you fear judgment and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And what is the root cause of this problem? The very first event, which when healed, will cause this problem to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth?
It was before.
Okay. And if you were to know how many lifetimes or generations ago, sometimes a number will just pop in.
I'm seeing a 4 and a 5.
Okay, good. So I would like to ask your unconscious mind to float up into the air, up above your timeline, into the past, and all the way down into this event. Right into the position where you're looking through your own eyes. And once you're there, just notice the emotion that is present and let me know what's going on in this event.
Well, that makes sense. Can I just start spewing stuff out?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I see myself with like sheep, like animals on a farm.
Yeah.
And I'm very protective of them. And there's people who are going by and they're just completely like judging. They're looking and I'm like protecting my sheep, but I don't have to protect them for like physical reasons. It's more of like they're hurting my feelings. So like it seems like I'm coming from like a broken family and
okay.
and I'm a girl in this lifetime and I'm helping on the farm. Oh my god, that music, you hear it? And there's like the broken family is like there's only a couple of us and like everyone's got to pitch in. So I guess like we're poor and people are judging us for that, I guess.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. So what emotion is coming up right now? What emotion are you feeling most?
So it's funny. I feel love because so much love for my family, like proud of my family and who we are and what we're doing and how I don't mind doing all this work.
Yeah.
But people are going by and they don't see that. They just see this family small, poor, and broken, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So what emotions come up around that? Like the judgments of other people?
So sad. I'm really sad.
Yeah. And where are you feeling that in your body? If you could just tune into your body and kind of find that sadness.
In my throat.
Okay. And how intense is that out of 10?
7.
Okay. And is it okay if we turn that up so we can release it today?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to ask you to kind of ground into that emotion, right into your throat where you're feeling that sadness. And we're going to turn it all the way up, like turning up the knob on a stereo, starting at 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Letting all of the thoughts come up with it. 11, 12, 13, 14. Good. Really letting it take over. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Feeling it as intensely as you can now. Really, really feeling it. Sticking with it. And just let me know when that feeling starts to go down.
It's going down. Right when you hit 20, that was like the perfect number. It like peaked and then it started to like subside.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And just let me know when you don't feel it at all anymore. Take a deep breath and help that energy move through
you. I just heard it's okay to be me.
Oh my gosh, beautiful. Absolutely
So
beautiful. First, just see if there's any other emotions that are coming up for you.
I feel proud now.
Yes, okay.
Like I even saw like my facial expression change.
Oh my God,
like,
I love that.
Yeah. Like, what do they know, you know?
Yes. So it just doesn't feel as personal anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
I'm going to do that with myself. Like, why haven't I done that? That felt really good.
It's
I felt
so
it
cool.
Literally like this. Up, up, up. And when you said 20, I felt it like I started breathing it out. And that's when it peaked. It was like perfect.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Awesome. So I just want to ask your unconscious mind and your higher self, what learnings can we take from this event?
Like the definition of not being fearful of judgment, which is exactly what I said. Like, what do they know?
Yeah.
Like, they know zilch, you know? Like, there's so much that goes on here in my life, and there's so much that goes on in their life. Like, who are we to laugh or judge or, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even have an opinion, you know?
Right? So true. So true. Good. Is there any other learnings you can get from this?
I just see myself dancing now because the one thing that kept me back, the one thing I had a fear of judgment was from dancing in public.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so beautiful.
There was a few times in my life where I was laughed at.
Oh my gosh. And now you don't even care. Now you're dancing.
In this lifetime, there was 2 times in particular where I was laughed at, like not for my moves, but just like, I don't know what they're laughing at, but I was dancing and they were laughing at me, and I was like,
my God. So
as you can see,
judgmental.
I just like this, so maybe that's why they're laughing.
I'll dance with you like that. That is so funny. So I want to ask your unconscious mind to preserve the learnings and come up out of the event so that you're looking down at the event and then turn towards now.
Okay, great.
And as you're looking down on this event, I just want to ask your unconscious mind if there's anything else we can learn while we're looking down from this new perspective.
I'm not getting anything.
Okay, that's totally fine. And what advice do you have for that past life version of yourself?
To put a mental wall up. Well, actually, I see myself not even realizing people judging now.
Oh my gosh.
I see like if people judging and I'm like, I don't even know that they're judging. That's
oh my God, that's
I
great. Perfect. Okay, good. So I just want to ask your unconscious mind again to preserve all of these learnings. And in a moment, I'm going to ask your unconscious mind to start coming back to now above your timeline, but only as quickly as you release all of the negative emotions and beliefs from this event on all of the events coming back to now. So all the connected events are going to pop up. Take your time, make sure you get all of them on your way back to now, and then let me know when you're back.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So is it okay for your unconscious mind for you to release the belief today that you don't have enough time?
Yes.
And what is the root cause of this problem? The very first event, which when healed, will cause this problem to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth?
It was before, and I see myself running from a storm and getting my family to safety.
Okay, so you're already there.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, good. No, you're good. You're good. Awesome. You're looking through your own eyes and all of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have goosebumps. Whew.
Oh, wow. Okay. So tell me what emotions are kind of coming with this.
So I'm mad at myself for not doing something. I don't know what it is, but I was supposed to do something sooner and I didn't. And now I'm like getting all like animals in the barn and getting the kids and everyone to safety.
Yeah.
And I almost have like an angry look on my face because I'm like, I could have prevented this if I would have just took the time to do some kind of preparation, I guess.
Okay. So what do you feel like is most intense right now? Anger or regret? Or are they kind of connected?
Kind of connected.
Okay. So tune into your body and let me know where you're feeling this in your body.
I'm so glad I'm feeling this right now because I was wondering what this was from. It's my right arm,
Okay.
and it goes into my hand. It's like so weak right now.
Okay. Awesome.
So, wait. I think it's like my brain. It's my head.
Okay.
It's my nervous system. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my head. Because I feel it goes down into my arm and my fingers.
Okay. So how intense are you feeling all of this right now?
Like a 7. It's like getting me scared.
Can we turn it up so we can release it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just grounding right into that anger and that regret. We're going to turn it all the way up, starting at a 7. You're doing wonderful. From an 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. Letting all of those thoughts come up with it. 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Really letting it take over now. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Feeling it as intensely as you can now for as long as you can. Sticking with it. And just let me know when it starts to go down.
It's going down now.
Okay, awesome. Take a deep breath for me. And just let me know when you're not feeling it at all anymore.
Okay, feel better.
Okay, awesome. So now that this emotion has been released, are there any other emotions that are coming up for you? Or do you feel peaceful now?
Well, it was fear because I didn't like that emotion.
Yeah, okay.
I have like a fear of that emotion, which makes sense to me.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So a fear of regret. What was it? You said regret and anger that we were working with?
Yep.
And I have a fear of that. I mean, I feel so light in my chest.
Are you okay?
No, like a good feeling. Like I felt like I could breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. So do you still feel some fear in your body?
So maybe that's why I felt that right now, because the heart wall, the fear in the heart wall.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just like, maybe it was more of a memory than an emotion.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, no, because you wouldn't have memories if the emotion's gone, because that, right?
Well, the memory is in the emotion. So we just did your heart wall, so it's still integrating and releasing. Yeah. So it does make sense that it's coming up.
Yeah.
Again, so let's just turn that up and release it if you're okay with that. If your body is okay with that. Okay. All right, so where are you feeling the fear? Is it in the same place?
Kind of feels better now.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, good.
I still feel it. It is in my chest.
Okay. So let's just turn that up to be sure.
Small, yeah.
How intense is it now out of 10?
Okay, like a 6.
Okay. So leaning right into that fear, right where you're feeling it in your chest. Turning it all the way up, starting at a 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. Letting all of the thoughts come up with it. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Really letting it take over. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Feeling it as intensely as you can. And just let me know when it starts to go down.
Okay, that was good. I needed to do that.
Okay, good. Do you feel it at all anymore?
Not in my chest.
Okay.
What I realized when I was doing this is, I wonder if that's why I have like tension in my neck. When I release emotions, I tell myself I have to breathe it out.
Yeah.
So forgetting that energy can just come out of you. I always like direct it up my throat and out my mouth.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's why like I get like stuff. I feel stuff in my throat.
I mean, that sounds like there might just be some throat chakra type of work to do. And like part of what you can do for that, I mean, do what feels right to you. I'm also not going to tell you you're wrong because it's your body.
Right.
But our throat chakra is how we speak our truth. I know that's one of the things that came up. So if there's things that you feel you need to say that maybe you're not saying, that could cause some uncomfortable energy in your throat as well, like a buildup, almost like a buildup of the things that you want to say. Like that's just energy, right?
Yeah, I like know what it is now. Let me write this down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, say it. So it's, I think a lot of moms would appreciate this. This is when you were just saying that, what came up that I saw in my past, what I just released when I was like hurrying, racing the storm. And then what I do now is that I should have just spoke up and asked for help. Like I should have just asked them to do it for me or with me to help me. So it would have gotten done. But I didn't speak up because I tried to avoid conflict, which is another thing that came up when you were asking me about the conflict.
Okay.
I don't like confrontation or conflict or any kind of resistance. So I try to do it on my own, or I just don't do it, and then that causes problems. So the reason why I say moms would appreciate this is because sometimes I'm like, should I just tell the kids to do this? I'll just do it because they're gonna fight with me.
Yeah.
But and then I don't say it, and then I don't ask for help, and then it causes more problems. So
100%. That is such an amazing, beautiful insight. I'm so happy that you just got all of that. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about my throat. I felt it in my throat. It was like if I would have just said something, I would have.
Yeah, right. So just do a quick body scan and see if there's any other emotion coming up. Like now that you have all these insights kind of coming through, is that causing any emotion or anything like that?
I feel really good.
Good. Okay, so you feel peaceful.
I have like clarity. Yeah, I physically feel good.
Oh my God, wonderful. Good. So I just want to ask your unconscious mind and your higher self, what other learnings, I know we've had some already, but what other learnings can we take from this?
I heard don't be afraid if you think you sound like a nag, speak up.
Yes.
Like you're not a nag when you're asking for help, when you're speaking your truth. You're not a nag.
Beautiful. What else?
Just speak up, and I see myself going like this, like giving orders.
Yeah, right. So,
but that's like the mother in me. That's me being like, no, you guys are doing this. I'm not doing it.
What learnings around your relationship with time can you get from this?
It wouldn't be an enemy of mine if I gave out those orders. Like I feel like I'm lacking vocabulary right now, like trying to think of words to describe like what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
Yeah, okay, so I was just brought back to, I guess I did think about this before. I figured it out before that I wouldn't have such a long to-do list. Not even that, but just like I wouldn't wake up and be like, oh, I have so much to do.
Yeah.
When I'm like, well, the kids are going to do that part. I'm going to do this part, and that's Sam's job, and And I'm
Right.
okay with that. I'm okay with what I have on my plate. Oh, that's a good one. I'm okay with what I have on my plate. As long as I speak up and make sure everyone's doing their part.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
like that.
I love that. Like what I was just saying was
Accountability.
like,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
yes, no,
Accountability.
totally. And it's almost like this is you managing your household, like in a way. Like maybe looking at it like that would make you feel less like naggy or guilty and more
I
like,
like that. Wrote that down too.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, I'm so excited for you. That was beautiful insight. Okay, so is there anything else that's important for us to know about this event before I take you out of it?
I'm like so intrigued about this event now. So
Yes,
I like love
definitely.
going back there and looking.
That's perfect. I love it. Be curious. That's where we do the best work.
I just felt like I love my life now. Like I love it. Like I guess I always thought of life as I'm so overwhelmed. That's a good word. Like the reason why I'm overwhelmed is because I'll see something, I'm like, they're not gonna do it. That's on my plate now. And I don't say it, I think it. So wow, yeah, I'm getting a lot of from this one event.
Oh, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. Awesome. Is there anything else? See how much you can get from it.
No, that's it. Just like see how easy it is now.
Yeah.
Is like what I'm saying, you know. Like doesn't have to be this hard.
Yeah.
Or overwhelming. We all have our parts. Like as long as we have accountability.
Yeah.
To our responsibilities. And discipline to get it done, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I love it. I love it. Perfect. All right, good. So I just want to ask your unconscious mind to preserve all of these beautiful learnings and come up out of this event so that you're looking down at the event and turn towards now. And as you're looking down on this event, I just want to ask your higher self and your unconscious mind if there's anything else that we can learn looking down from this new perspective.
I just see my time freeing up in the future.
Oh my God, I love it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what advice do you have for that past life version of you?
To speak to undo the thought of like I got to see myself as a leader and not as like a bully is what.
Yes. Oh my God, I love it.
I'm not being a bully when I'm telling people you need to do what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Right.
As long as I say it nicely.
Definitely. Definitely. I love it. So I just want to ask your unconscious mind again to preserve all of these learnings. And in a moment, I'll have you start coming back to now above your timeline, but only as quickly as you release all of the negative emotions and beliefs around this event on all of the events coming back to now. Preserving the learnings, letting go of the feeling that you don't have enough time, all on the way back to now. You're going to let everything flash up. Make sure you get everything. Take your time. And just let me know when you're back.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, awesome. All right, good. So I just want to ask your unconscious mind if you're comfortable doing one more.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Good? Okay.
Yeah, good.
Is it okay for your unconscious mind for you to release the belief today that you cannot meet your needs and for you to be aware of it consciously?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So what is the root cause of this problem? The very first event, which when healed, will cause this problem to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth?
I guess it was before.
Okay.
Because I see myself and I don't think it's this lifetime.
Okay. I just want to ask your unconscious mind to float up into the air, up above the timeline, into the past, and all the way down into this event. Right into the position where you're looking through your own eyes. And once you are there, just notice what's going on in this event and let me know what emotion you're feeling most.
I'm ashamed and I'm wearing a dress and I'm at the bank and I'm holding like a little like coin purse thing in my hand. I'm like looking at it like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
And what I'm getting is that like my husband just died or like I'm alone somehow, like I'm a widow or like how am I going to get what I need?
Yeah.
Like how am I going to do this? Yeah.
Oh, okay. And ashamed is what you're feeling most right now.
Ashamed and confused, worried.
Which one are you feeling most, or do you feel like they're kind of lumped together?
Let's say. I'm confused.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd rather like go get help, do this on my own. If there's someone that could help me, I'm confused.
Okay. So where are you feeling that confusion in your body?
I feel it in my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how intense is that out of 10?
Like a 5.
Okay. And is it okay if we turn that up to release it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So just grounding right into that confusion that you're feeling in your head, turning it all the way up, starting at a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Letting all of the thoughts come up with it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Really letting it take over. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Feeling it as intensely as you can now. Sticking with it. Just let me know when it starts to go down.
It's going down.
Okay.
I felt really different.
What was that?
I felt really different.
Okay. In what way?
Like in a really cool way.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. So just take a deep breath and let me know when that emotion is all the way gone or if it changes to something else.
I thought I'd like move around like.
Go ahead. Listen to your
down.
body. Yep, absolutely. Listen to your body.
I guess I'm really good at this.
You are.
Well, I guess you're really good at this, what I should say.
No, you're doing all the work here.
I see this clear picture of me, like I saw I went like this, like took it from her.
Yes.
And she was like looking at me like you are taking it from me. And then now I see myself looking down like I'm gonna get like so pumped up. Like I look down at myself like game on. Like I can do this. Like I love this is one thing I love that Sam says. He goes, I do my best when my back's against the wall.
Yeah.
And that's like how I feel. I was like, oh my God.
So now
like,
you're all empowered.
But yeah.
Oh my God.
It's really powerful. Like I got it.
Oh my God.
Watch me, watch what I do,
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So just do a quick body scan. Make sure no other, not so great emotions are kind of hiding in there.
Okay, so wait, now, like, maybe I jumped the gun. Like, I hope I don't. Is it possible that, okay, so whatever I see now, I don't create it back then. It's what I'm seeing. So, because I'm seeing, like, pride now, like, kind of like evil. Like,
Yeah.
Like what? Like cocky.
Okay, yeah.
Like how I just said, like, watch what I do now.
Yeah. Well, we can definitely release that. And then after we release all the emotions, sometimes we'll have a clearer perception of what's going on in the event. But don't feel weird because I was in a past life with Joe where he was the wife and I was the husband. And apparently I was very abusive. And that's why I've had so many awful relationships in this life. It was like my karma. So like we want to learn both sides of all of the things. Like sometimes we're the villains, sometimes we're the heroes, sometimes we're good, sometimes we're not so good because our soul wants all these perspectives so that we can grow. So there's no judgment.
Well,
don't beat yourself up for any of that. So the cockiness and the pride, are you still feeling that?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I just see myself thinking about like thinking of a plan.
Yeah.
And I hope it's a good plan.
Yeah. So do you feel like this is something that needs to be released?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you feeling that in your body? Like that pride, that cockiness?
In my throat.
Okay. And how intense is that out of 10?
Like a 4.
Okay. And is it okay if we turn that up to release it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So just grounding into that sense of pride, that cockiness, really turning it all the way up, starting at a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good. Letting all of those thoughts come up with it. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, good. Really letting it take over. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Feeling it as intensely as you can now. Sticking with it. And just let me know when you feel it start to go down.
It's going down now.
Okay, awesome. Deep breath for me. And just let me know when you're not feeling it at all anymore.
Good. I see myself in a better light now. Like,
okay, awesome.
I see myself with, which is the opposite of pride, with humility. Like, I see myself, I hear my thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of my family. I'm like, I'm just gonna, it's just, again, I'm struggling to explain what I'm thinking and feeling,
okay.
even though I hear my thoughts. Just thinking of my family, like I'm thinking about, that's okay, as long as I can put a hot meal on the table, and I will. That's okay, as long as we have a house, and I do. And being grateful and humble, you know?
Yes, beautiful.
And that's what I'm going to focus on, is like what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So are there any other emotions kind of coming up for you now?
Just the positive emotions. Like, I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to I feel love and gratitude for my family.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask your unconscious mind and your higher self, what learnings can we take from this event?
That we never truly lose anything or anyone.
Oh, I love that. Anything else?
That as long as I have a strong connection with my faith, then like God will always provide.
Beautiful.
What's exactly like what I need. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, I felt good.
Good. And is there anything else that it's important for us to know before I take you out of this event?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I just want to ask your unconscious mind to preserve all of these learnings and come up out of this event so that you're looking down on this event and turn towards now.
Okay.
Okay, and as you're looking down on this event, I just want to ask your higher self and your unconscious mind if there's anything else that we can learn while we're looking down from this new perspective.
There's nothing to worry about.
Awesome.
Like literally zero to worry about.
Awesome. And what advice do you have for that past life version of yourself?
Keep moving, things get better.
Oh, I love it. Awesome. So just want to ask your unconscious mind again to preserve all of these beautiful learnings. And in a moment, I'll ask your unconscious mind to start coming back to now above your timeline, but only as quickly as you release the belief that you cannot meet your needs on all of the connected events coming back to now. So let everything flash up, take your time, and just let me know when you're back above now.
God, I'm here now.
Good. So just come back down into your body, back into the room. Just let everything integrate for a minute. And when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes.
That was great.
Awesome.
That was fun.
Awesome.
A lot of good ones. I feel like, what time is it? Where are we?